guys. Storm, you can't hide there. Come on, it's time for the show.
There's a couple of storms in the papers today stealing my thunder. Raging. Good morning to all of you at home. To get in touch today on any of our phone-ins, head to Facebook or Twitter and search for Jeremy Vine on 5. You could also email us, jeremyvine@channel5.com, but it's those calls that we're really after. So that number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute, plus any call set-up fees, and calls from mobiles may be considerably more. But you could always text us. Just put Vine, followed by your comment, and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember, not all of them will make it on screen. First up, we're asking, is there still a stigma against council housing? Paul tweets, people maybe horrible. Whatever your thoughts, we want to hear from you, particularly if you live in a council house. Pick up the phone and do give us a call. Now, after that, is Freshers Week carnage turning your area into vomit-strewn nightmare? Well, Alison says, I'm quite glad of that one too. Finally, is it okay to check up on your partner or where they are, even track them? On that one, I can think of a few other problems that might be a little bit more stressful. Plenty of people on the phone. So first up, we've got Fiona from South Lanarkshire.
Fiona? Is that a kind of a thing?
I don't think so. No, I've never heard that before myself, but perhaps. Next up on the phones, Ram here, who thinks we just can't afford the stigma, really.
Yeah, to be honest, we can't afford it in today's society with the economy. You think about it, the housing stock is so low and demand is so high. Well, I come from personal experience in South Devon. You know, a lot of people are desperate. These aren't people, single mothers, whatever people say. These are key workers, these are nurses, policemen,
I love Devon.
South Hams.
Okay. Yeah, it's lovely down there, but you need
everything. Yeah.
Is this because of second homeowners and all that buy everything?
It's a big reason, but it's many things. It's second homeowners, it's infrastructure and things like that. So, but the house.
Tell me that's a highlight. Winter chips.
Is it?
Chips and sauce. To get in touch today, head to Facebook or Twitter and search for Jeremy Vine on 5. You can also email us, jeremyvine@channel5.com. But we want your call today, and that number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute, plus any call set-up fees, and calls from mobiles may be considerably more. But you could always text us. Just put Vine, followed by your comment, and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember, not all of them will make it on screen.
Thank you. What is your favourite type of chip?
What, just a chip? Just a chippy
no,
chip?
there's not just, there's now thin ones, there's fat ones.
Oh, chippy chips.
Sweet
chippy chips
chips
where the newspaper is soggy with oil.
Oh, okay. All right,
that kind
fine.
of chippy. Oh, now you're getting fancy. All right, I'll take a triple fried chip.
The French fries, the skinny ones.
Down is that?
I know. I should have disagreed with you.
Yeah.
Great, I walked into that. Oh.
Especially if you're Scottish. That would really bad hangovers. I'm one of those annoying people that doesn't get hangovers.
Really?
Yeah. I think I might have had one about 6 months ago, but that has been the only one, and I still think it might have been food poisoning.
I think you will at some point.
It's interesting, actually, in order to make friends. Fresher Week basically says to make friends you're going to have to down however many shots and pints, and ooh, that's horrible, isn't it?
Feels bad to say they shouldn't.
When they get completely smashed, there's health issues as they go along in near futures. They'll suffer with liver problems and things like that. Even though because binge drinking is the worst as well. When you're a binge drinker, you get more damage than an everyday drinker.
Yeah, because we're seeing. But again, gotta say, Sarah, let's snatch them away.
Well,
what was it Oscar Wilde said? A moral.
Freshers Week.
I am a fan of Freshers Week. My friends and I in the studio audience, we were in Wetherspoons with our booklets that we got, and we were busy spending them on the ridiculously cheap booze here in London. These people are 18. Let them enjoy their 18-year-oldness, that they can go into a pub without being asked for ID because they're legal, and it is about getting stuck in, getting a hangover, learning from it, and not every youngster is going to get psoriasis or liver disease. Most of them are going to come from it really well.
Take me further.
Right. And you wouldn't mind?
No.
Why did you... No, but if it's the other way around...
The time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've travelled, sort of 100 miles.
I've got some viewers' favourite things here, which are lovely. So Janie loves a really long cuddle with my beauty. Any sort of sugary thing. And Karen's is taking my bra off at the end of the day is wonderful. Couple that up with mic packs at the back. Bliss.
Describe that feeling. What's that?
Bliss. Sheer bliss.
Just right. Okay.
Yes. Divine.
Okay. Can't
Part of our live studio audience. That would be good too.
Now look, let's just do this chip.
We're going to be joined by Dr. Chris and Dr. Zan, as well as Labour MP Tom Watson and former Daily Star editor Don Neeson will be here as well. As for phone-ins, we'll be asking if the Labour Party should back a people's vote on any Brexit deal. Plus, we'll be talking sibling rivalry and asking if your illness is self-inflicted, should you go to the back of the queue for treatment? And if you'd like to be part of our wonderful studio audience, then you know what to do. All you have to do is text audience to 78900 and then someone will text you back with all the details.
And excited that.
Anyway,
What do you make of the stories?
well, I have a couple of messages on our top topic today when we want to know if you think Labour should be supporting a people's vote. Well, Gillian thinks so, saying a people's vote. Big match. When it comes, get in touch, give us a call, let us know what you think. Head Facebook or Twitter, search for Jeremy Vine on 5. You can email us jeremyvine@channel5.com, but it's those calls that we're really after. So that number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute plus any call setup fees. Calls from mobiles may be considerably more. You could always text us, just put Vine followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember we get far too many for them all to be seen on screen. Hey, I think I do, but maybe I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Now can I tell you what's happening on the show tomorrow? We'll all need our dancing shoes because we have head judge from Strictly. It's the one and only Shirley Ballas here. Also, nice, look at them.
I've got my shoes ready for Shirley.
Have former Westlife heartthrob, still a heartthrob though, Brian McFadden, and columnist Carol Malone. And if you want to be part of our wonderful live studio audience here, all you need to do is text audience to 78900. That's all you need to do, and someone will get back to you with all the details. To get involved in the shows and speak to Jeremy, give us a call. The number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute plus any full setup fees, and calls from mobiles may cost considerably more. To send us a message, just head to Facebook or Twitter and search for Jeremy Vine on 5 or email jeremyvine@channel5.com. You can also text us, just put Vine followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember we get far too many for them all to be seen on screen.
And what we'll do, Ramucci, he spent over 25 years in investment banking. He founded his own firm in 2005, and that led to him being ranked as one of the 100 most powerful people in global finance. Then Anthony, it wasn't that true.
Dominic Raab has stepped down as Brexit Secretary, and we want to know what you make of Theresa May's Brexit deal. Lynn sent us this, saying it's this at home, so do pick up the phone and give us a call. After that, we're very simply asking, is Donald Trump evil or a genius in your eyes? Mary simply says, he's a Egypt, but many of you disagree for all that he's done. Finally, is it okay to put kids in isolation at school? Nan says, who have we got first? Susan from North Yorkshire. We've got Fiona calling from Belfast, and she does not back May's Brexit.
So why?
Phones has got Gary calling from Wolverhampton. Isabel from Edinburgh, who says we aren't respecting the Prime Minister.
He couldn't actually read at
Yeah,
all.
that's the Steve Bannon nonsense. Okay, so I call Fire and Fury liar and furious. Okay, so the liar is this guy Michael Wolff that wrote the book, and furious is this guy Steve Bannon. If you just look at him, you know, he's a complete mess. And so for me,
He wears two shirts the whole time.
yeah, well, he dresses in contemporary hobo, which is very good for the civilization because this is a guy that could be a danger to the civilization in terms of the way he thinks.
Comments from our panel.
So Vicky here on Twitter reckons you can't really blame them. It's a cappuccino. Well, tomorrow we're going to be joined by historian Dan Snow, presenter Annika Rice, and comic Scott Capurro. As for phone-ins, we're going to be asking whether we need speed warnings for cyclists, Jeremy, and is it ever okay to lie to your kids? And if you'd like to be part of our live studio audience, all you need to do is text audience to 78900 and someone will get back to you with all those details. You can also find those details on our Facebook page too. Now, I just eat a banana like a normal person.
Just see how you do this.
Just like a normal person. Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
That's fine. The conversation continues after the...
But James, who works in a prison, has actually tweeted us a picture of horrendous. Whatever your thoughts on this, do pick up the phone. We'd love to hear from you. I can see Broderick waiting on the lines already.
Okay,
To get involved in the show and speak to Jeremy, then give us a call on 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute plus any call setup fees, and calls from mobiles may cost considerably more. Send us a message. Head to Facebook or Twitter and search for Jeremy Vine on 5 or email jeremyvine@channel5.com. You could also text. Put Vine followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your Sound network charge, but remember, not all of them will make it on screen. Well, we've got some good audience members too, so we've got Kathleen here, and you think they're a good idea?
I do think they're a good idea because, you know, when you had a baby as well, you've got baby brain.
Chris, who says it's an interesting reason to keep the parent-child parking spaces. Nope.
Who's in tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we're joined by ex-cop and star of Hunted, Peter Bleksley. We'll also have LBC's Ian Dale with us, and Michelle will be back too. As for phone-ins, we'll be asking if parents should be allowed to drive on bus lanes in order to avoid dropping their kids off to school late. What do you think? And as always, if you'd like to be part of our wonderful studio audience, all you need to do is text audience to 78900 and someone will get back to you with all the details. You can also find those details on our Facebook page too. He personifies my city. He personifies Glasgow.
He loves Glasgow.
Yeah, and he just objectively doesn't get bogged down with things, it would appear. And I loved the show, but I loved that clip that Pamela posted more.
So
I think
good.
that really would be in for a right laugh next week because we're joined by comedians Ardal O'Hanlon and Stephen Bailey. Vernon Kay also makes a welcome return, as well as Jamelia. And Jeremy, you'll be catching up with your old pal Jay McGuinness, who was a
Narrowly picked me on that.
in the bag. Now, if you'd like to be part of our live studio audience, all you need to do is text audience to 78900 and someone will get back to you with all the details. You can find those details on our Facebook page too.
That's the issue. Okay.
Model one, I think you needed more swish in your hips.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. She's got it. Okay, but the point that we're making here is that these don't have to be. Look at the students so jealous here in the front row. They don't have to be uncool. Students are looking at this thinking, this is what your grandmother. Look at that.
Suitcase.
Yeah, that has happened to me before.
Did I just hurt you there?
No, you didn't at all. I
I'm
just
sorry.
made a noise for
That
effect.
happens all the time. So if you have like 63 million of these on the streets, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
But what if you do it like this? Look.
Like what?
What if we start enforcing that people use them like this?
We
Yeah. Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
you. Got applause.
Right. Nice,
Nonsense.
thank you.
But Andy,
License use.
what you've described.
I love the fact we've got an international audience on today. Nice. So tomorrow we're joined by music producer Tom Zanetti, journalist Angela Epstein, and Dawn will be back with us too. As for phone-ins, we're going to be asking whether we should ban smartphones for kids under the age of 16. What do you think? If you'd like to join us and be part of our wonderful studio audience and potentially get some chocolate, although we're not promising it, then text audience to 85525 and someone will get back to us all the details. You can also find those details on our Facebook page too. If one of those letters, do pick up the phone today and give us a call. Now after that, we want to know if sweaty workers in this heat wave should be getting time off. Chris got in contact to say, think. Next up, I think that picture is missing personally. Anyway, my opinion. It's your account. Finally, is there still a stigma to being a teenage mother? Vicky tweets, why should it go true? Keep those messages coming in on Facebook and Twitter.
Thanks very much, Storm. Now, after the break, we're discussing childhood obesity. Do parents really need letters sent home telling them their children is overweight? Are they upsetting and confusing, or perhaps a necessary evil, given the number of overweight youngsters there are? 0207 862 2222 is the number you need. It's the panel you're going to hear from first.
Colin thinks it's fine as long as it's not based in about BMI is a big thing that's getting mentioned. And Hugh finally tweets saying follow-up information or somebody telling you rather than just sending a letter to the post.
Lots of people having their say. It is an interesting subject. After the break, so let's see what people are saying. Storm, I'm sure you've got a lot of reaction here on this.
We certainly do. We've got Stephanie calling from Newcastle first.
How do you feel about these so-called fat letters?
My daughter had one sent out. What do you actually want from this letter? Like,
Goosebumps. I really have, because I'm a mum and I don't know, it's so confusing, and this is where it doesn't work. This is what I feel.
Well, we've got loads of calls, but we're going to go for Kathy from Somerset next.
What are people saying?
Well, I'd just like to ask, what about those guys that goes on trains with their laptop and writes articles like this and they're really wide? That takes up space too.
By the way,
stop. Just to throw, but there's whereas this dog was. Yeah.
This one, she says, dogs do not belong on the furniture. I wouldn't want to sit on a seat with possible dog hairs and dirty paws. Plenty of calls though, and I'm told Josephine from Hampshire is next.
Good morning, Josephine. How are you feeling about a dog sitting on a train?
dogs on trains, so well behaved. But obviously, I'm a responsible person, If it's a packed train, I wouldn't let far.
Yes, your fabulous messages in here are just a few. First up today, we wanted to know how you felt about letters to parents. Fat letters are called, warning them that their kids are fat. Just a long list of jobs that you would rather not do in this weather, isn't there? Roofing is one of them. And how do you feel about dogs taking up seats on trains? Emma says that dog should not be on that seat at all. Nay, I want to get taken on the train. Yeah, you could actually just carry. And then there's no worry, just put her in the luggage rack.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Storm.
Anyway, no idea. Thanks for all your messages today. It's great to hear from so many of you. But as always, just a quick reminder, if you want to be part of our live studio audience, then just head to the Right Stuff Facebook page, and all the information's there for you.
Wonderful. What did you say? What's the budget?
Well, because
What did you say? What's the budget?
because you were saying you could bring your budgie out to lunch, and I'm thinking, well, that's a cheap date. I mean, what's the budgie going to eat over lunch?
Oh, gosh, Donald. Right, yeah, let's move on. Right, is there still a stigma attached to being a teenage mum, teenage pregnant?
What are you going to do? I'm going to search for The Right Stuff. You can also email us therightstuff@channel5.com, but it's those calls and your stories that we're after, so the number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines make us up to 13 pence per minute, plus any call setup fees, and calls from mobiles may be considerably more. You could always text us, just put TWS followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember we get far too many for them all to be seen on screen.
But we do read them all.
So I'm going to tell you how to get in contact today, which couldn't be easier. Just head to Facebook or Twitter and search for The Right Stuff. You could also email us therightstuff@channel5.com. But it's your calls and your stories that we're really after. So that number is 0207 862 2222. That's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute, plus any call setup fees, and calls from mobiles may cost considerably more. But you could always text us, just put TWS followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember, you've far too many for them all to be seen once, right?
Thanks for experiences were, Storm.
We've got Val next calling from London. Next up, we've got the Chief Executive of Stopwatch. It's Katrina French on the line. Always, it's your views that count. So to get in touch, head to Facebook or Twitter and search for The Right Stuff. You could also email us therightstuff@channel5.com. But it's your calls that we're after. So that number is 0207 862 2222. And I'll repeat that so you can make a note. It's 0207 862 2222. Calls from landlines may cost up to 13 pence per minute, plus any call setup fees, and calls from mobiles that may cost considerably more. But you could always text us. Just put TWS followed by your comment and send that to 85525. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge, but remember, not all of them will make it on screen. Fantastic quiz for you. So this comes from a fantastic story at the BBC website. So here's the quiz. It starts to beautiful. It's probably Scotland, but it's actually not. It's from Caerphilly in South Wales. 15 feet. Steve Bancroft, who I think you just seen, and his friend and his sons carried that up the mountain, but it was only just very briefly because it was taken down the same day because they were scared it was going to blow away in the wind. 6 stone, over 6 stone blow away in the wind. It's a strong wind.
It was.
So first up today, we wanted to know if you would back more police stop and searches. Dean says, if you have, Jasmine was saying as well, and I reflected a lot of our views online. After that, we were asking if it's wrong to turn real-life tragedies into TV dramas. Well, Izzy says, these shows we wanted to know if it is polite to ask people to take their shoes off when they come into your house or you're going into somebody else's house. Pat puts it really simply. My house, quite simply. Shan says, if people don't, I would never ask somebody, but if they didn't take their shoes off, I would think, I brought you up.
Good Scottish upbringing. Now, finally,
He's actually photoshopped a picture with Ashley.
Yes, it was actually 14th of February, and it was Valentine's Day.
Oh.
So you looked actually gorgeous when you was in what you were wearing that day, and I looked at myself thinking, I made myself look a bit slimmer.
Can I Okay.
You were gorgeous, darling. You were fine. It was me that I kind of made myself.